Hi guys. Um so guys, firstly let's talk about how gorgeous this neck piece is. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about how cute this neck piece from Stens is. Somebody got it for me. I really appreciate it. Really love it. If you're watching this, thank you. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys was that I enjoyed my long weekend. So I saw two people on Facebook asking me if I vlogged the whole thing because I was really updating them on my social media. If you don't follow me, do make sure you follow me because guys, that's where the juice is at. Okay, that's where the juice is at. Even if I get married, I won't be able to vlog again. So I'm gonna get married over my statuses and my stories. So you must make sure that you are there and you don't miss out. Just follow me. The details are in the description box. Follow me on Instagram at miss_bonero and on Facebook as bonero mabogwera my push. I'll definitely put them somewhere. Yeah. So guys, how do you feel about the new intro? Oh my gosh, let's talk. How do you feel about the new intro, guys? I really love it. I did it myself. Even the last time I did it myself, but it was really old-fashioned and I didn't like it anymore. And the more I know how to edit, the more pretty my intros are gonna be. I really love it now. I just hope I'm gonna love it longer. But anyway, I really do like it. Please leave your comment down below. Just tell me how you feel about it so I can know, because your opinion really does matter. Anyway, long weekend, what was happening? I was attending a wedding. So guys, ke nna ngwanyana mogakopane ke mopedi, but mopedi ba rena ke bobongo bo bona bonnoši. So ke mopedi wa mogakopa, right? So our weddings usually start on the Monday before it over weekend. Munyanya thoma that week on Monday. So it started on Monday. My sister-in-law is a new bride, which means that she should help preparing the wedding, like things like brewing African beer, doing all of those things. Papia ditutwana. If you don't know ditutwana, king chicken, like roasted chicken, those roasted chicken. They have to we have to have many roasted chicken because we have to divide them. Ragadi is the older auntie from the father's side. It goes that way. So guys, I won't go into depth because I also don't know it as much. But the wedding starts on Monday, right? Because every day on Monday, go na le mmereko Monday, Tuesday ba pia jwala, Wednesday ba isha dikobo, Thursday what, like there's just so many processes. So I went through all of those processes with my sister-in-law because I just thought she was gonna get bored, and also I was getting bored here at home and I wanted to be busy. We went to to bake scones. We helped doing that. We were just giving like everybody who came, visitors, food. They cook from Monday until Sunday, okay? So anyway guys, I really did enjoy it, and there came the actual event, which was on Saturday. We went to the bride's place related to the groom, right? His father and my father are like siblings, so that's why I didn't vlog also. And I didn't know how people were gonna feel. Guys, I don't know what the feelings. I'll vlog you guys. I get so it was just another thing. And also I was just I just didn't feel like vlogging. I don't know why. For some weird reasons I didn't feel like vlogging, but I dedicated my time to just capturing their moments and just sharing them on my social medias. But on Saturday my outfit decided to be spoiled, and because God kista, he provided. So my sister had an extra outfit which I used very nicely. I had to improvise and just fix myself. I did that, and this is the picture from looking like this to looking like this. Okay, it's not bad, it's still cute, I still look good, I still look like a badass. Okay, but yeah, it did get spoiled. It wasn't by choice. And I hope you guys did enjoy your weekend. So also right now I was just putting everything, my feelings down on paper because I was feeling a little bit, I wouldn't say down, but I was just thinking too much and I was just in my feelings, and I just decided to just write everything down because that really does help me. It helps me unpack my emotions, it helps me to understand my emotions, because sometimes I feel things but because I'm just trying to figure them in my head, I direre. So I have to literally write it down. So yesterday I went on and visited an old friend, only to find out that that old friend is pregnant. She is 19 years of age. She is in matric, and yeah, she is my childhood friend. Love her to bits. Still love her. I will love this kid. Can't wait to love on this kid. Um, but it was really sad because I just feel like she could have avoided being a teenage mom. Um, I'm not saying the child is not a blessing, don't get me wrong. Just trying to say what she was telling me yesterday. So she told me that she actually knew on the day her and the guy had like sexual intercourse, right? So this guy told her that he did the things that needed to be done. So I don't know. I feel like also the guy was not educated enough to know Uguti there's things like morning after pill. So if you're watching this and you don't know what a morning after pill is, a morning after pill is a pill that you get before you can get before 3 days after conceiving, or Lona Chachileo after conceiving you can get a morning after pills. It helps you to kill the sperm's energy and the sperm strength to fertilize an egg. So if maybe you and the guy, let's say the condom busted on you guys, and now you have sperms inside of you and you do not want to have a child, so you can go to the chemist, find a morning after pill, and then they will ask you when when the incident happened, and then you'll feel a little form, and then they will give you the morning after pill after, like, or stop the whole process of fertilization, right? So when I told her about the morning after pill, she was like, oh my gosh, Anna, next time you go, next time I no terminate. And I was like, what? Aria, next time I no terminate. And I was like, morning after pill. And she was like, yeah, termination. Guys, I obviously didn't want to go into depth because at that point the conversation was pointless. The conversation, I could have just had the conversation for next time, and Unale, a little sister, then that she can educate next time when she has the same problem. But like nekifedile matla, like morning after pill it relate le termination. Like if the guy knew about morning after pill, he was responsible enough to tell her that the condom busted, one, but it was gonna be even more responsible of him to be like, okay, I'll give you money for morning after pill. That is the simplest thing they could have done at that time because they knew. So another thing that she told me was that something like that happened before. That's why I'm saying this guy didn't even know what morning after pill was. And also, unfortunately, my friend didn't know what morning after pill was. Because if they knew, obviously she doesn't want the kid. Her situation doesn't allow her. She's in matric. Her father is very strict. She didn't want the kid. She told me. I'm not assuming. It's not speculations. She didn't want the kid, so she could have avoided all of that. So I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh, you could have just came to me and told me. And she is like, I was shy. I'm shy to talk to you about such things. And that's one thing that I try to establish with my friends, especially my girlfriends. Like, just be open with me. There's so many things that can be avoided. I'm sorry, I'm touching my phone. One thing that will help me as a person, and one thing that I'm really grateful of, is the fact that I'm a very open person. I talk to my sisters about like entirely everything. So many things I can avoid. So many things you can avoid. So many things by just talking to somebody. Somebody very older than you. It is really sad and disturbing that she didn't know what was the difference between morning after pill and abortion. So now I've spoken about another thing, which is abortion. So from what I know, and also the knowledge that I have from reading, is the fact that termination is abortion. There's one particularly for those that are like less than 3 months. There's another one that is from 3 months and above. Okay, so if you are 3 months, you are less than 3 months or 3 months, you can have termination in a simpler way, because the fetus is not yet formed into a baby. You are not terminating a baby before 3 months. You are terminating a fetus, an embryo that is yet to form into a baby, right? So that's one thing that people miss, because when people think of abortion, they think you're killing a child. You're not killing a child. You are stopping an embryo from forming into a baby. It's not something that I'm promoting, don't get me wrong. For those who don't know, I'm educating people that do not know what termination is. So before 3 months, it's not yet a child, it's still an embryo. Definitely going to insert pictures here. So 1 week, this is how your stomach is looking if you conceive. After 2 months, this is how the whole thing is looking like. After 3 months, this is how this whole situation is looking like, right? As you can see by the picture, it's not yet a fully functioning baby. It's not a baby. It doesn't have eyes, doesn't have ears. Obviously, I don't know, I'd like to say it's a spirit, but it's not yet a spirit, guys. Just get rid of the fact that people are terminating babies. It's not a baby, it's a fetus, it's an embryo. So let's talk about after 3 months. After 3 months, this is how the whole thing is looking like. The whole situation of tummy, this is how it's looking like, right? After 4 months, this is how it's looking like. 5 months, this is how it's looking like. 6 months, this is how it's looking like, right? So that's where we can say, okay, you terminated a baby, because already it has eyes, it has a mouth. The baby inside is moving. It's a baby now. It's no longer a fetus. It's no longer an embryo. So that's where we can say a person terminated a child. It's also not wrong. If you don't want the child and you and the baby daddy had agreed on it, do it. It's definitely okay. It can be avoided in so many ways. We can avoid getting pregnant in the first place in so many ways. I just wanted to tell you guys that if it's before 3 months, it's not yet a baby, and you are not terminating a baby, you are stopping a fetus from forming into a baby. Here, yes, we can say you aborted a child. It's also still okay. Just that I just wanted people to know the difference. There's so many ways to avoid going through termination. And also, going through termination, I would advise a person, and even myself, to make that decision fully my decision. There are so many people who do not have sisters to tell them these things. I personally wasn't told by my sisters these things. My sisters never took time to sit me down and tell me about these things, but those are the little things that I'm willing to change with my nieces, because I'll not anybody behind me go right. So I'm definitely gonna use this knowledge that I have with my nieces and nephews. So I'm just saying, if you do have a little sister who is sexually active, I think you should have this conversation with them. Just tell them about ways to prevent themselves from being teenage moms. Never decide for a person to terminate, guys, because imagine if you terminate because somebody told you to do so, and then obana somebody who's your age as and being carefree, actually being excited about the pregnancy, obviously gonna be like, oh flip, you know. And that's what I'm just saying, like, just make sure that termination is 100% your decision, one thing that you want, not something that you're doing for somebody. Do not do it for somebody else. Literally, that's what I want to say. Do not do an abortion for anybody else but yourself. I know a lot of termination victims. I've seen many And yeah, you can just come to my inbox. I literally won't be telling you who that person is. Don't even ask me that question. But you can ask me more about it, and then because I have a little bit of an information, and also just Google about things, guys. Google really does help me educate myself. Hey, I do spend my time on Google, my precious time on Google, just to know about things. And yeah, just do make sure to educate yourself. At the end of the day, you got you, and you are the only one. You can be like, oh, I'm pregnant now because I have three older sisters who didn't tell me shit. I have four sisters that do not tell me shit, but I know these things. And obviously I do not know everything, but I know a little to avoid having a kid. Okay, I know so much. And also yesterday I felt like rushing to town and getting my pills back again. Okay, I want to prevent so badly right now because I don't want to see myself in that situation. Also, I found out that actually two more of the girls that I used to play with are actually pregnant. Two more. Like, it's so crazy. Like, so many kids are just normalizing teenage pregnancy. Like, it's nobody else's business. And I don't know what the issue is it because you guys are not preventing? Guys, I remember back in primary when I used to laugh at people for preventing. Literally, I used to laugh at people for preventing. And I think because hey, dikolo tša mo gae, guys, dikolo tša mo gae, they do not educate us much. But yo, guys, we can't stress teenage pregnancy enough, guys. The minute we start not talking about it, it's like we are normalizing it, and it's not good. I'm not here to judge teenage mom. Teenage mom are amazing. You guys are doing pretty good jobs, and you guys are strong. You guys are even strong. If you're a teenage mom and you never thought of terminate, bruh, just comment down below if you're there, because I do not believe that there's a teenage mom that didn't think of terminating. Having a kid young doesn't mean that your life is over. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna be successful. There are a lot of successful young moms out here. When I was 16 years, and they're still making money, they're still rich, they're still happy in their lives. So if you are a teenage mom, do not feel bad, but also I think you have so much experience to educate other people. But if you feel like being a teenage mom is good in your books, you can advise people to go for it, giving valid reasons. But anyway, I am definitely against getting pregnant young. Do not get pregnant young.